All right, next comic, ladies and gentlemen. Very funny to please make some noise for Mr. Pete Niro.
Thank you very much, Patrick. How you guys doing? I'm Pete Niro. So I come from a very Italian family. You know, my folks are a typical Italian, conservative, private, paranoid. You know, like when they're in their house, they have this really weird bunker mentality. The whole house has to be shut down all the time. Windows, doors, everything. You know, like even in the summertime, because God forbid anybody should look in that fucking house and see I don't know what, like a meth lab or something. So, you know, and in the summertime, back then, there was no air conditioning. It got really, really hot, right? Hot, sticky, humid, and I'm walking around trying to open a door to a window before I pass out in this house. And my father's sitting there going, "Hey, close the door, someone's gonna see." And he's talking about someone looking through the doorway and seeing him sitting at the kitchen table there. Like, you know, it's hot as a schwitz in here. It's like a sauna. I can't breathe. He's sitting there, I don't know how the fuck you're not passing out from this heat. Yeah, close the door and the window, the blind, close everything. In the middle of the summertime, like, what the fuck is the matter with you? Like, who is out there? You know, the back of the house faces a desolate alleyway. There's nobody there. I don't think even Hamilton knows that that alleyway exists. I've been here since 1972. I've never seen one person walk down this alleyway. What the fuck are you worried about? Like, do you know something I don't know? Like, are you a fugitive or something? You owe somebody money or something? Or, you know, is the mafia sitting out there in a car waiting for you? Or snipers in the trees? Like, what's the problem here? So I'll have to die in this house because you don't want anything open. Like, and even if some poor drunk bastard wanders into that alleyway, he's looking through the doorway, what the fuck's exactly he going to see? What are you doing in this kitchen that's so private? He's sitting at the table looking at a little TV on the counter, like, what, are you watching porn in here or something? Are you jerking off in the kitchen? What's going on here? Like, you know, like doing coke off the table? I don't know. And that's the back door. The front door, forget about the front. We don't even talk about the front door. It doesn't exist. We've never used it. It's locked up, boarded up, with planks and everything. We never open it, never use it. You know, not at Halloween, not even if the cops were to knock on that door. If the country goes into martial law and the military is pounding on that door, fuck that, keep that door closed, I don't give a shit who's there. You know, and when I came back from college was the first time that I had the nerve to actually open that door and walk through it. It was like, it was like a religious experience. I think I actually came my pants. Walking through this door was such a, you know, and what is he doing? He's sitting in the kitchen and he's watching TV, right? And by the way, when he's watching the news, you can't talk, you can't breathe, you can't fart, you can't make any kind of sound at all because he'll get pissed off again. Hey, I'm watching the TV over here, watch the news, so shut up. Holy shit, son of a bitch. Calls me a son of a bitch in front of my mother. And what's he watching, by the way? He's watching Channel 7 Eyewitness News Buffalo. Anybody, you know, Irv Weinstein, whatever, so he's watching, and he's reacting to it like it's local news, like, you know, holy shit, look, they're going to have a festival in downtown on the weekend, it's going to fuck up all the traffic. Fucking Buffalo! You don't live in Buffalo, you've never even been there, you're not even allowed to cross the border. He's, you know, he's watching it like it's, you know, and pissed off if you bother him. And even when I was a little kid, I'm thinking like, what the fuck's he watching Buffalo News for? So, then you get my mother. My mother has her own little ritual, a typical Italian woman. She's in the kitchen over there, she's cooking for 7 or 8 hours a night straight. You know, that stove is white hot. It's like a fucking blast furnace at Stelco. She's replicating the heat of the sun in that kitchen, you know, to add to the hot hell that is our house, right? And you got 3 people that are in her family. She's got like 4 or 5 lasagnas shoved in that stove, you know, pasta and shit on top. Like, what the fuck are you making all this food for? Like, are you catering the Hamilton Police Department or something? You're running a business that we don't know? Or like, you know, she could have, and she complains, nobody eats the food I make around here. You're making enough food for a fucking soup kitchen in here. She could have ran a soup kitchen in that house. It wouldn't have cost us a dime more. She could have invited everybody on our street every single night to come in and have dinner with us in that kitchen. If my father would have let her open that fucking door, Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Great to be here.
Niro, give me one for Alright. My mom always makes too much food too. That's why